talk to our guy, Pep. What's going on, Pep?
Hey, good morning, Patrick. Listen, we've all gone through the whole lockdown quarantine. We're staying at home. We don't go out and see the barber. We don't get our hair cut. We've all had that shaggy looking, hey, this is not a good look. I do not want to go out in public looking like this kind of a look. But the Kansas City Chiefs, as much as you want to look dialed in, you want to get your hair did and look your best on Super Bowl Sunday. We talked about this on Monday here on KCAL that, listen, you got to go in lockdown. You got to go into quarantine. You can't see anyone Super Bowl week because you cannot test positive. You have to be able to play in the big game. Well, the Chiefs are all lined up trying to get a haircut from the team barber, and the team barber tested positive. What is going on, Patrick?
Exactly. It got a lot of them exposed. And here's part of the deal that maybe women don't fully understand. They probably do in getting their haircut. But some of these athletes, like getting their haircut is part of their routine, part of their, what am I trying to say? What's that? Superstition is what I'm looking for. Like a lot of them like to, like you said, get their hair game just right. There's actually a picture of Kilgore, I believe is his last name, an offensive lineman. He put up one of his things on social media where he has half a haircut because he literally found out in the middle of his haircut. And hey, there's a lot of players who could be exposed here.
No, there potentially could be. Like, we haven't heard anything yet that, Kilgore, I think, has been isolated. There was one other player, too. Patrick Mahomes was in line to get his haircut. He never got to the front, so I think he's okay right now. But I just still don't even get, like, running the risk. Like, dude, I would not go around anybody but my teammates. Nobody. The barber, like someone delivering food. Like, I wouldn't go around anybody.
Yeah, I think they were thinking that this guy was clean or whatever. I wonder if they were wearing masks.
I heard, from what I read, they were wearing masks, the barber and the players who were in the chair. So
that could be key here. I mean, we're talking the Super Bowl.
Yes, exactly. So, ladies out there, if you know how bad you want to get your hair did, so do the Chiefs. So the Chiefs want to be looking good on Super Bowl Sunday. We are talking about Super Bowl 55, Chiefs and Buccaneers this Sunday in Tampa Bay. And it sounds like they're going to have about 25,000 fans in attendance. Some of those, I think around 8,000, are going to be healthcare workers who have received both doses of their vaccination. So that's kind of a cool tribute to our healthcare workers who have been so awesome, so relentless, working long hours, putting themselves out there for us. So cool to see A, fans in the stands, Patrick, but B, also to celebrate those healthcare workers.
Absolutely. At least we got some fans, and then there's been some really cool videos, including like Gronk, better known as the human dog, if you will, him giving some healthcare workers tickets. It's been really cool videos.
Yeah, everyone has been really saluting these guys and gals, and and for good reason too. I mean, this pandemic has gone on. We're approaching a year. It's almost been like a year since we've been going through this, so it's just been crazy. Patrick, I did want to, as we're talking, the Super Bowl matchup, I did want to ask you this on a pep quiz on a Thursday morning. So, old man Tom Brady is trying to win his 7th Super Bowl. He won his first Super Bowl in 2002 with the New England Patriots when they beat the Rams. In 2002, Patrick, what was the number one song in the country the year that Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl championship?
Man, that is a good question. I would have to say, gosh, I would love to say it was some Little John song or whatever, but I can't think of a club hit or something like that. I can't think of the song for some reason.
I could be wrong, but I believe this is yours and 40's favorite song. It is from the hit group Nickelback. How You Remind Me.
Wow, way back then, huh? The hit song. That was quite a while ago when Tommy Brady was doing that. What was Patrick Mahomes? 6 years old?
Yeah, he was just a little guy. He had no idea who Nickelback was. In fact, he probably still has no idea who Nickelback is to this point. But yeah, 2002, Nickelback had the number one song in the country, and Tom Brady started this incredible role to win 6 Super Bowl titles, 9 Super Bowl appearances, and now he's trying to make it number 7 this weekend.
Unbelievable, man. His 10th overall appearance. I mean, there's been whole organizations that have not made it. Now, have you seen the simulation that Madden has done? If you're a Madden believer, a lot of people believe in the cover, and then also people believe in the simulation. They always do a simulation of the Super Bowl, and they have done it. Did you see who they predicted will win the Super Bowl between the Bucs and the Chiefs?
I did not. I'm gonna say it probably picked the Chiefs, but I'm not sure.
You are correct. They picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl once again.
Well, should we give our score predictions right now? Should we throw them out there?
Let's do it.
Okay, so I have been literally, I locked myself in the sports lab all week long. I had a lot of formulas and equations and a lot of very difficult math to figure out the exact score. And while all the numbers and my brain tell me Kansas City will win, I'm going to go with my gut here. I'm going to say Tampa Bay 36-27 at home. Tom Brady gets number 7. There you go. Patrick, what do you say?
Wow, I actually think this is going to be a very tight and close game. I feel like the first half may have little to no scoring going on in it. I do think there will be not much that goes on. I mean, I want it to be a great game, but I think it's going to be a chess match in the beginning. And I also think the Bucs will pull this off somehow, some way, 26-21.
Oh, my goodness. And you bring up a great point that historically, the Super Bowl matchups, even with two high-scoring teams, historically, it's always lower scoring than what you think it's going to be. This for whatever reason, the defenses really get dialed in.
And you're talking to a guy who won his first Super Bowl with the Seahawks in a 43-8 fashion over the Broncos. But yes. I know that was a complete – I couldn't believe I was from Seattle when that was happening. I was like, what's going on? I live in opposite land. And obviously, now I've learned it was opposite land that year. So I'll just take it.
Yeah, that was like the last non-competitive Super Bowl we had was when Seattle blew them out. So
I mean, quick side note, I can see why the Rams went with Stafford. A lot of people are like, why did we get rid of Goff? It's because they have that number one defense. And when you have that number one defense, you have to take advantage. I mean, even look, I think they just obviously think Stafford can do a little bit more. When the Seahawks had the number one defense, they got that Super Bowl. And I think the Rams are trying to do the same thing.
You know, and Patrick, about the Rams, remember, they had the worst offense in the NFL, and then they went to the number one offense in the NFL in just one season, and now they've kind of digressed, and you're right. They've got such a great defense. They've got to take advantage of it. They've got to be able to score more points on offense. I'm just not sure what happened where they took like 3 steps ahead, and then they took several steps back offensively. So, but yeah, maybe Stafford's going to remedy that for the LA Rams.
We'll see what happens, but just quickly, I actually think that Goff and Stafford are going to do well in a really weird thing because I think nobody's expecting crap out of Goff, so I think he's in a great position to do well in Detroit, and I think Stafford is no joke. I actually think this was a great trade for both teams.
I'm completely on board. I am with you, too. I think Stafford's going to do awesome with this Rams offense, and I think Goff, man, he's got nothing to lose. He's got something to prove now. He's going to let it all hang out in Detroit.
I got a funny feeling about him. We'll see.
Hey, and one quick other NFL note, Deshaun Watson, star quarterback for the Houston Texans, still trying to find a home. The Raiders have emerged as a possible trade partner. Can you imagine if Derek Carr went to Houston, followed in the footsteps of his brother David Carr? But we saw Goff for Stafford, like a quarterback switch. Could we see the Raiders and the Texans do it?
Yeah, we'll really have to see what happens here because Deshaun Watson has dug in his heels. I am going to sit out. He's already thrown down the cauldron. I think they got to let him go and get what they can for him. Don't get stubborn on this because you don't want a player that doesn't want to be there anyways. Get what you can for him, even though it sucks because he is a damn good player.
No, you're exactly right. Get something for him. If you could get Derek Carr, if you could get a starting quarterback in return and maybe a couple of first-round picks, why would you not do that? Why? You've got to pull that trigger. You have to do that.
I get it. It's painful, but it's way more painful when you have them to watch them walk out that door for nothing.
Yes. Hey, and Patrick, finally, Major League Baseball spring training is right around the corner. Major League Baseball has announced that it will start on time, February 17th, when the players will start rolling in. First game's on April 1st. There was some concern about, the players not being vaccinated in time and, is that okay? And baseball said, yeah, bring them in. We're going to do this. We're going to make it happen. We saw the other sports be able to do it. They pulled off their season. So baseball will start on time in spring training as the Dodgers try to repeat and defend their World Series title.
I think this is a good sign because baseball is such a long season. We'll see how the nation does vaccination-wise. Hopefully that'll lead to a start going to games because baseball is that one where there's a lot of games to go through and it's affordable. Man,
Yes.
Could America really use this? And so could baseball.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That TV money is awesome, but everybody wants fans back in the stadium. If we can do it safely, they're going to get them in there. I think by maybe the middle of this summer, we could see fans in stadiums regularly.
Finally, something we have that to look forward to. Pep is picking the Bucks. I am picking the Bucks.
Oh.
I'll try to find out what 40 is going to do. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
Hey, check out Inland Sports. We're on social media. Give us a follow. Subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We're talking about National Signing Day, which was yesterday for our high school athletes here in the Inland Empire.
Beautiful. Thanks.